Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. MC-Mura here, and in today's video I wanted to talk about what I think are the best 5 attacks in Street Fighter V. The best 5 normal attacks in Street Fighter V. And this obviously is gonna be very subjective. What's gonna follow are my opinions. You are free to disagree, of course. And I'm gonna start first with Akuma. And the attack I'm gonna talk about is his standing light punch, and this is a 3-frame attack, but it's not a 3-frame attack, it is the 3-frame attack. This is bar none the best 3-frame attack in Street Fighter V in my opinion. First of all, the range is kinda absurd. As you can see, it have very good range for a 3-frame. As a matter of fact, many characters have only 4-frame attacks, and some of them don't even reach that far. So for a 3-frame attack to have this kind of reach, that is absolutely incredible. The frame data on block, it is 3 frame on startup plus 2, so that is fantastic. On a regular hit, it is plus 4, so it combos into itself, it combo into all of his other lights, so that is fantastic. But the reason it is very strong is because it is plus 6 on a counter hit. This means that it combos naturally on counter hit to his standing medium kick and to the crouching medium punch. This is excellent, because this means that Akuma can get some kind of conversions like these, push his opponent to the corner. Let's say for example, normally when you do like crouching medium punch to fireball, the opponent get knocked down in the air, right? But because of the pushback from the combo, if you happen to do this, you more often than not will get the grounded hit. So the counter hit conversions from even a little bit of a distance is amazing. Obviously, Akuma kinda lost his meterless side switch now because the medium kick into V skill into Tatsu doesn't cross up anymore, but you still can do an EX demon flip here, right? And still regain your side switch. So even though he kinda lost the meterless option of doing it, he still have the metered option with the demon flip. So this 3-frame is good for pressure, have amazing interruption potential, leads to so much, whether it's corner carry, whether it's combos, whether it's damage, getting an activation in V-trigger against standing opponent, or even in the corner the potential to side switch. It is such a fantastic 3-frame, and honestly I don't think with its range and frame data that any other 3-frame can compare to it. The second entry on this list is gonna be Guile's upside down kick, or his forward heavy kick. This attack have so much going for it in Street Fighter V. The first thing is obviously it have a low crushing properties. So if Ryu is gonna walk forward into a crouching medium kick, you will find that even in the neutral, it's actually a good idea to use the upside down kick like that, right? It's something that Guile's player have been starting to use, and it's actually really good in the neutral. Obviously it does have some recovery, so you can get whiff punished, but it's still a pretty good tool. However, one of the key reasons that this attack have caused so much salt and is so obnoxious is its throw bait capabilities. Here we knock down Ryu, he's gonna wake up with a grab, upside down kick, and then throw bait him with it, right? Guile cannot be thrown out of the upside down kick, which makes it very, very powerful. Now, this in itself is really good, but what makes it obnoxious is the fact that it is -2 only on block. So Guile is completely safe. So even after it gets blocked, there is no punishment. You can just sit there, you can be an asshole about it and upside down kick, you can V-shift, you can, let's say you can walk back into boom, jab boom. There's so much that you can do after it, so it is so rewarding on hit and there is no risk on block, right? Which is actually really, really strong. Another thing about it that's actually very nice is the fact that it is now a part of Guile's highest damage when he's punishing dragon punches. Like typically Ryu is gonna wake up with an uppercut. Typically you would do something like this with Guile, right? This is gonna be like a main bread and butter combo. If you have V skill 2, maybe you will use a V skill 2 combo. Something like this, and this is like 343 damage, which is not bad, right? But if you notice, you can actually get even more out of that with the upside down kick, right? Let me try not to fuck it up again. As you can see, that was 346 damage, and almost the same amount of stun. Even then, because it have less amount of hits, if you try to cancel into super, the scaling is gonna be better for you. And now the third entry is gonna be Karen, and of course the attack I'm talking about is gonna be the crouching medium kick. Crouching medium kick is almost the entire identity of Karen as a character. Karen obviously is a character that's a lot about movement, setting up whiff punishes and then pressuring your opponent after them. And the key tool to whiff punishing is of course gonna be the Tenko. You wanna whiff punish with a standing medium punch, crouching medium punch, heavy punch, whatever normal you are whiff punishing with into the Tenko. And one of the better abilities of Karen is her ability to cancel the crouching medium kick to Tenko, right? Obviously this requires some practice. You can get the perfect timing like that and then get a ton of damage, as you can see. Crouching medium kick Tenko is Karen's main pressure tool, and it's also one of her main whiff punish tools. Let's say for example that Kage is gonna be try to take back his turn, right? Gonna be doing a lot of that, and as you can see it can lead to a lot of damage. And one of the strengths of the crouching medium kick is that it's actually pretty easy to combo into as well. So for example, crouching medium punch is one of Karen's main bread and butter tools, right? But it can, if you are not point blank, crouching medium punch to standing medium punch might whiff, as you can see. But crouching medium punch to crouching medium kick is very consistent, so even from some range you can still get that to combo. If you got a counter hit standing medium punch, this is very consistent, right? And again, you can get the Tenko to follow up, pressure your opponent, and then get into the point blank range where you get to pressure them with throws, pressure into whiff punishes, etc, etc, etc. Crouching medium kick is the core of Karen's entire game plan because it is the enabler that allow her to combo easily into Tenko, and then you go from there and bring everything together. Obviously an attack that is very integral to this character, and Karen would not be Karen if she didn't have this crouching medium kick. And now the next entry is gonna be ChunLi and the back medium punch. This is, in my opinion, is by far the best poke in the game, and I do think it's one that should get toned down. It's been so long that it didn't, and I'm not really understanding why, because when you really understand what this move does, it's completely busted in my opinion. It is 7 frame startup, so that's actually really fast. 7 frames. Most of these attacks are in the 8 or 9 frame realm. Having a poke like this being 7 frames is actually really fast. And as you can see, it is 0 on block, right? This means that you can usually do it twice like that before your opponent can poke back, and that is very powerful. It has very little whiff recovery. As you can see, you can kind of just spam it like that. You are very likely not gonna get whiff punished, and if you happen to land it on hit, you are +3. Again, this is 7 frames, so if you are +3, your opponent cannot even challenge with a 4 frame at this bottom. So if you happen to land it, another one is almost guaranteed. Your opponent cannot challenge. It's gonna be +5 on a counter hit, which means that you get to link a super. As you can see, this is a combo. You can link EX legs, right? 204 damage into a fantastic knockdown. Obviously, if you have V trigger as well, let's say you have V trigger 2, right? With V trigger 2, you are getting almost 400 damage out of a low risk, high reward, brainless poke. Obviously, for a character with ChunLi's walk speed, this attack is completely busted in my opinion, and making it easily the best poke in the game, again in my opinion. Before I get into the final spot, I first wanted to talk about an honorable mention, and that one, in my opinion, is gonna go to Kage and his forward heavy punch. Kage in general does not have fantastic neutral, right? But I do honestly believe that this is the best crush counter normal in the game. And there are so many reasons for me to think of that. First of all, Kage is a character who has a really good walk speed. This is a target combo that is very hit confirmable, leads to Oki. You can combo it into the V skill, which is really nice. Think of it that way. This is a 9 frame, forward moving, heavy normal that is also crush counter, hits mid, force stand, and combo into knockdown into Oki. That is honestly fantastic. And obviously I don't need to tell you about the potential damage output of this. Let's say Kage is in the corner. If he's in V-trigger, he can get some insane combos like this. That was almost 452 damage out of a forward heavy punch, right? Obviously, even still, he can get other conversions like these. As you can see, walking back and forth in the neutral. Ton of corner carry and ton of damage potential, right? It's a very rewarding attack. It's almost the core of Kage's identity. His neutral game in its entirety is forward heavy punch, red fireball or crouching medium kick, and this is by far the most rewarding option out of them. Can be used to poke, can be used to whiff punish, hit confirm, etc, etc, etc. It's a fantastic normal all around. Now, the normal that I believe to be one of the single best in the game is Laura's standing light kick. This attack is busted. It is totally busted in my opinion. It's completely awesome in every way. This is 4 frames and it is +3 on block, right? That in itself is fantastic, right? You can use it to tech throw, you can use it to tech throw into command grab. Just that in itself is great, right? You can use it to set up some pressure options, like going for something like this, right? Standing light kick, crouching light punch. So not only do you can go from that into throws, you can even go into a low check. That all of that in itself is fantastic. If you happen to land this as a counter hit, like let's say the opponent blocked only the first attack and then try to do something afterwards, right? You can still get some good counter hit conversions. If you happen to land it as a meaty and like say it was the first attack, you get to full combo into her medium, standing medium punch, which then means that you can convert and complete the target combo. So on counter hit, it's actually very rewarding. And not only that, it's also very good to use in the neutral as well. Let's say that Kage is gonna use his crouching medium kick. This instantly beat almost all of the crouching medium kick style attacks in the game, right? It's fantastic versus him. And you can even use it to whiff punish a lot, right? It's even a good whiff punish tool. So, and it combos into the EX bolt and the light bolt, right? So not only does it combo into the light bolt, it also natural combo into the EX bolt. And on regular hit, it combos into this same pressure string, and it also combos into itself, and then you can combo into light punch bolt or EX bolt if you wanna go for the knockdown. Right, then dash up B+2 and then do it again. So it is fantastic in that regard. Another thing, and this one is kinda hilarious, like even if your opponent say is jumping at you, you can use it to anti-air like that and even still remain or retain plus frames, right? Like even something as low as that, you can even use it in this regard, right? So this attack have a ton of utility. It can be used for tech throws, can use to whiff punish, can use to crush lows, can use in combos, can be used on almost everything, even as an anti-air. It is one of the, it's honestly out of the all of the light kick style attacks like that, I do think this is probably the best one in the game. Again, 4 frame startup +3 on block. They honestly don't make him better than that. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like or a comment. I will be leaving a link to the Patreon page and the Discord server page in the description. Thank you very much for watching and stay safe.